Hello, my name is Cassie Rosas Carson. I am the Internship and Professional Development Coordinator for the College of IST Career Solutions Office. Thank you so much for watching the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS, workshop. We are going to be talking about ATS in regards to online recruiting and best ways that you can shine and get through these different screening AI platforms. So first, ATS was created because of the increase of volume of applications that companies are receiving and needing to get through these applications quickly. As you can see on the screen, larger organizations can get up to 50,000 to 70,000 applications a week for companies like Microsoft and Google. On average, job postings receive about 250 applicants, and so companies need to have a quick way to narrow down candidates so that they can move the hiring process faster. At this day and age, we are seeing about 97% of companies using some type of applicant tracking systems. Now, they use it in some different ways, so I will talk in a minute about what kind of features you can be seeing. And some companies are still reviewing all applications received. Some are only receiving or reviewing the ones that have been designated as qualified applicants. Now, there is some downside to applicant tracking systems, as they can discount qualified applicants, which is why we want to talk through some things you can do to hopefully decrease your chances of getting disqualified when you are a qualified applicant. And a big thing too of applicant tracking systems is that they are 9 or 8 times more likely to get mistakes, such as inconsistencies with font or spacing. And so you really want to try to be as detailed with your resume and get multiple reviews if possible. Applicant tracking systems can do many things. They can screen a resume. Most companies set a minimum of a 51 to 60% match for qualified applicants. So you do not have to have a 100% match. They are looking for just over half. So if you are seeing some applications or postings that you are qualified for, please make sure that you are applying for those, even if you don't meet every single qualification. This applicant tracking system can also communicate with applicants. So if you're getting any of those automatic emails that application has been received or you're no longer being considered, those are typically through the applicant tracking system, or ATS. They also can complete background checks. They can do assessments or pre-screenings. Those are going to be interviewed AI interviews, which you'll get through a link of pre-recorded interviews where you record your answers. It will get sent back and reviewed through ATS and then given an evaluation to the recruiting team, who then may review your video or then move forward with phone screenings or additional interviews in the future. It also evaluates your overall application, again, trying to look for that 51 to 60% match, then getting passed on to the recruiting team and hopefully then moving through live interview processes. Some companies are using all of these features, some are only using a few of these features, so it's really hard to say, how involved companies are using ATS, but likely there is some portion of the process as ATS when you're applying online. Some things that you can do to make sure that all of your information is being read correctly. The big thing is with your education section, as we have academic colleges within Penn State. If you do want to include that information on your resume, you do want to do it with the college on the same line as the university, with a comma in between, and then having B period, S period, and then going into your major. Your degree that you are earning at Penn State is a Bachelor's of Science. You do not want to use the term major, as that is more of an academic term. So using the example at the top on the screen, not the one where the academic college is underneath. Also too, if you are a double major or maybe you have an advanced degree all from the same university, you do want to list the university twice for each degree, as when the applicant tracking systems are going through your resume, they're matching a degree with each university. So every degree has to have a university associated with it. You can also include your focus area that your major might be in as well, and making sure that you have the full name of your major included. Some formatting things when it comes to ATS is that you want to make sure that you're using all of the same fonts, and usually using some of the more popular fonts, such as New Time Roman numeral or Arial or Garment, not getting too fancy with the fonts. You also want to make sure that you're not using more than 3 different font sizes. So I would recommend having your name is the largest thing on your resume, then having your section headers, and then all your other content the same size. So you're not going beyond 3 different font sizes throughout your resume. You also want to make sure that you're not having any font size that is smaller than 10 point, as eventually this is going to go in front of a human person that's looking at it, and you want to make sure it's large enough for them to read. You also want to be consistent with your font. So all 4 sides of your resume do need to have the same font sizes, anywhere from 1 inch to 1/2 inch. Just make sure that you are consistent, as those could potentially be read as errors. And then also making sure that you're consistent with your font headers. So if you're using all caps for your font headers, you want to have that consistent through every single section header throughout your resume. Some other big things is applicant tracking systems are set to look for tasks and accomplishments and results of your work within your bullets. So you want to make sure that those things are highlighted and utilizing past tense within your bullets, even for present tense experiences. You also want to highlight your desired skills in your skills section and your experience section as well. When you highlight a desired skill from the job posting in a skill section, but also highlighting an experience, it ranks that skill higher on your resume, and that can increase your chances of getting in the qualified top 40-ish% of the candidate pool that is applying online. So trying to incorporate your qualifications as much as you can throughout your entire resume is going to increase your chances of a higher percentage match to the job posting. So really making sure that you are customizing your resume for each application. Some additional tips for applicant tracking systems, again, highlighting those skills and tasks and the results of the work for all of your experiences. We highly recommend that you create all of your resumes within Word, as with applicant tracking systems on the back-end coding side. The decoding of your resume to identify keywords and things like that were created to work better with Word, and then saving as a PDF and uploading the PDF to the online application to make sure that your resume is being best read by applicant tracking systems. Also, saving your PDF and resume often prevents corruption. A good way to see if you have corruption is being able, if you copy all of your text from the PDF version, copy it into a blank Word document. If the format holds the same, then your file is not corrupted. If you're losing the format, or all of the information is in a paragraph, then it's showing that there are signs of corruption. You do want to resave that PDF version of your resume. Again, being consistent with your font and your margins, utilizing most common fonts, not getting too fancy. And the very big thing that you want to make sure is that you're not utilizing any tables throughout your resume. So I would recommend using columns instead. No text boxes, no pictures, no templates or graphics. ATSs cannot read through text boxes. They can't read graphics, and often they just get errored out, and then you miss out on those applications. So try to be as clean and consistent with your resume, especially for online applications. If you need any assistance or help with your resume or other career or internship related questions, the College of Information Sciences and Technologies Career Solutions Office, we offer 30-minute appointments that can be scheduled through Starfish. We can highlight different things from exploration, interview prep, resume reviews, negotiations, and more. We also have virtual drop-ins every Wednesday from 2 to 4 that you can access and get the Zoom link on our website. We also are the office that organizes, approves, and enrolls IST 495 for the internship requirement if you have any questions regarding that. If you would like to get more connected with our office, please follow our social media accounts, or you can email any questions or follow-ups you might need at careers@ist.psu.edu. You can also give us a call at 814-865-4509. If you would like to be added to our weekly email, please email careers@ist.psu.edu. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you check out our other great videos on our website.